Hey guys, hello everybody, it's Kali. We're gonna freestyle a bee. Just gonna do it a little bit different than how we've done it in the past. We're going to use a little foam today just to make it a little bit different. So I'm gonna start by adding this piece of foam right here to the center. And I'm gonna kind of work at an angle. It's up to you how you wanna do it. The bee has wire all in the frame. So the cool part of that is it's got lots of places to attach to. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some glue on this foam. And I'm gonna just put this a little bit sideways, okay, on there. And then I'm gonna come in through the back, just in case it's a little clunky on video, and I'm gonna pin around these wires. And then this guy will be in there really safe, okay? And we don't have to worry about him failing or coming off. So I'm gonna put him in, get that part done. So now I'm coming in with those pins just around the wires. Okay, I've got it pinned in good. I've also got it glued. So it's safe on there. Look, cha-cha-cha. Make sure the glue's set up before you do that. You can also add a hanger back here if you wanted. I'd put a nice big hanger right off this wire. If you put it right here, then the customer can either hang it straight if you're selling them or if you're making one for yourself, or you can have it kind of kicked to the side. I'm just gonna hang it off probably right just off the frame right this minute while I'm working on it, but you have those options. I'm gonna start off by adding some greenery. Oh, you know what else I need to do? Anywhere there's a little bit of wet glue, I like to come in with some Spanish moss while it's wet. And basically I'm gonna keep this low. I don't need it really high, but I wanna cover up the edge of the design because I don't want to ever see this glue. Sorry, I forgot to do that right away and I don't want this to set up. And I'm gonna just pin some of that too. So I'm hiding the foam is what I'm doing. I'm gonna have greenery and a lot of stuff to hide it. But anywhere I could see glue, I want to cover it, like right now. First thing. This is our Riscus Bush greenery, and I love it. The only thing is it's not a pusher, but it breaks up really easy. Let's cut off a few pieces of this, and let's create our kind of our perimeter. That's something I would say in design school. We're going to create our perimeter for our design before we start adding any of the other elements. We're going to start off with greenery. I can break that piece down to a couple of sections like this, and then we can add them. And decide how long you want it. Now, the biggest mistake people make on the bees is they get this maybe a little too big. Cut them down a little bit. We don't need them gigantic. We're just gonna cut them in half. And when you do those kind of cuts, you make sure you cut it where it looks natural, right? You don't want it to be a wire sticking out. You want it to look like it's just naturally that way. So we're gonna take, I've got my glue pot right beside me here, and I'm gonna start to just create my base, get my shape going. I don't need that massive though. I want to be able to still see the bee, but keep all this framed out, okay? I'm gonna just start shaping it out. See it looking cute already. I'm looking cute. We've got more fun stuff to add. This is just my base to start with. Okay, and I'm gonna come over the face a little of the bee, but we don't want it to be totally overtaking it. Here comes a couple more. Got these two. And I'm gonna just shape it out. Shape it out. All right, pretty good. So if you need to do a screen grab, you can kind of see where we are right now in the process. Okay, we just kind of greened it out. Now I've got some really pretty yellow berries we're gonna come in with next. To fan those, we're just gonna flank all of this with the yellow, all right? Oh, that's cute. That's making it really fun right in there. Okay, look there. So far, so good, right? I'm gonna keep some of these supplies off to the side because I know I'm gonna wanna tuck in on the bow like we did yesterday. Go ahead and make the bow. I'm gonna start off with the polka dot in the back, okay? And then I'm gonna add the yellow on the top. That's my plan. And I'm just gonna do a really simple bow. When you give your project, you can take and measure out the tails. I wanna go a little bit longer than the bee. So just hold it up there. Whatever you're embellishing, just hold it up and bring that down. And bring that to the center and twist. And I am gonna make just a 2-1 bow, really simple at 6 inches. Let me see what 6 inches looks like up here. You can hold your bow maker up there. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think I need 7. So this is going to be a 2 loops on each side. And then I'm going to use one of the yellow in the center. I like that yellow because it's got the little stripe on the edge. All right, let me cut these. Okay, that one's done. And now I'm going to use this one. Okay, put that right in the center. I'm just going to make this tail just a little bit shorter. Okay, I'm scrunching it. So I did this next loop at 5 inches. It looks perfect. It looks really neat and clean. And you can always do something like this at home, guys. Do I like that? Yeah, I like it. It's not too overly big. Okay, I'm gonna now take it off. So I'm gonna get this bow on and then we're gonna embellish around. The other day in design school, one of the girls was asking, do you do the bow first? You know, how do we know when to do the bow first? How do we know when to do the bow last? And we talked about a little bit about it. And basically, it depends on how you want the bow to look, right? Do you want the bow to appear that it's the finishing touch? Or do you want the bow to feel like it's worked in to your piece? And 90% of the time, I want to feel like mine's worked in and it's just enveloped by all the other pretty greeneries and twigs and bees and all that kind of stuff. All right, I'm gonna add a pin to the back because we're working with foam. We gotta add a pin. Putting that in, I'm gonna cinch it up. So when you use those cable ties, look how poofy that bow, oh, it's just delicious. Got good movement. And I do have to cover the center. But we had talked about if y'all had a cute little bee you could pop in the center of the bow. Oh my gosh, would that be precious? Maybe you can find something little. The ones I have are too little. Really, they wouldn't be effective. Okay, I'm gonna put the black in the middle. So I'll just fold this one right up. So has anybody made the bee skeeps or whatever they call them? Skeep? I don't know if that's right. I've seen some videos on those. Those are cute. We have a big pile of bees right now. And he's like, would you do a bee video, please? We've done the bees for 3 years. So I was like, well, we're gonna try to do it different. So you guys have some other options. If you've already made one, you can try a different one. And that's what's neat about these bases. They're like having a wreath base to work on that's painted for you. So you have lots of texture, color. It's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm gonna take and just press it. I'm gonna go pretty much centered. If you wanted to go maybe a little bit lower, just a little bit lower than center, but pretty much right there, okay? And now we're gonna work all around it. And I'm gonna try not, see, I didn't go way out. I'm gonna just try to keep it tight to the middle. All right, so there's my pin, and I'm gonna just get a little glue on it, and then push it into the foam, and that will hold it. I like to use the floral foam. It holds up better over time than the spray foam. In my history doing for 18 years, I did craft shows traveling all over the country, and it just holds up better. So in the long run, I know it's more expensive, but it's my preference. I'm gonna go right in here. Oh, yes, look at that. It's cute already. Oh, it's got a lot of dimension, a lot of pop. Look, look, oh my gosh. All right, if you like it so far, I need some not stars, you can send stars, but I need some hearts. Let me get some hearts. I guess if you don't like it, you could give me the sad faces. You better not like it. It's adorable. All right, now we're ready. We've got our background built, and now we've got to get all the fun stuff in the foreground. Okay, so that's done. Now let's add the interest to the front, because that's where the party's gonna start. I'm gonna start with a little bit of greenery still. We're gonna build out around there to get a base. I'm gonna just trim this greenery up a couple pieces here. I don't need it long at all. Just where I have maybe 3 sprigs on there would work fantastic. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm gonna add these in around the bow. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. And we still have the cute little bumblebees I want to add and some other grasses. But I need to use this particular filler right now to fill in, hide the moss. I'm sorry, the foam. I always say that wrong. Every day. Apparently my brain stores those two words in the same memory bank and I pull them out incorrectly. It's kind of like watermelons and pumpkins. It happens. So far she's good right there. You see it if I bring it down? Let me keep it up higher. It's wiggling a little bit. I didn't put a hanger on it yet, but I think I would do that. Okay. Now I want to put some little bees in. I love these guys. I worked with these for the first time and they're super stinking cute because they're delicate. They have these wings that are adorable. So first thing I'm going to do is, like I normally would, is shake hands with my project. That means fluff it out. When you get picks, greenery, floral bushes, they're compressed from shipping and you have to fluff them out. And that goes for things like this as well. I do want to keep all these grass, but I want to cut these off right here. And I like this little green glitter grass. We're going to use it. I'm going to take and just trim them right there. I just think these are fun, and they're great for a beginner. You don't have to invest a lot to make your own, and you have a really stunning project. So I've been, as design school's opening, I've been also focusing on doing some tutorials for beginners where you can get a quick win. Okay, let's put these in. I'm going to use 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and these guys are going to fly to the back and the front. So we're going to have 6 of these total. I'm going to go up here, just go right behind. I think they're just like they're buzzing around, like this is the queen, and they're like, hey, queen, I want to hang out with you. I'm sorry, I don't see all the comments great. I say somebody said, hey, 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 hey to you too. We're buzzing. We're buzzing around here. How about this one? More to the middle? Oh yeah, he can come in the middle. He's happy little bee. Oh, so cute. See how cute? Ah! All right, now this guy, let's have this guy come way out the back. Like he's flying. Whoop. He's like, I'm almost out of here. What are y'all doing around this queen so much? This is a boy bee. He's like, huh. What's up? I don't know anything about bees, guys. So I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun creating with you. All right, the 3 bees are in. And I want to come around with some of the yellow berry a little closer to them now. Okay, we have enough of that. We can add some more. Let's bring that in. Woohoo! All right, here's this guy. Let's see, I have 3 pieces left, so let me just use 1 in here, and then I'll kind of sparingly. I really love to do this. I love sharing it with you guys. I love picking out products for you that I think you're gonna love to use, that are easy to work with, that are gonna make you look good because they're just easy. And you don't have to have that much practice to get good at some of this stuff with just implementing some of the things I'm teaching and showing you. Okay, there's our 3 bees at the top. All right, now I'm ready to come in at the bottom. This is a little too tall for me like that, so watch this. All you gotta do is grab your wire cutters and come in, and I'm gonna thin this piece out just a little bit. Just a little bit too much. It's no problem. Just cut that piece off. Now cut it where it's wrapped so I don't end up with a bunch of little pieces. I don't use a pick machine. I don't like using them. So I always make sure when I make my cuts, I leave things clustered. So if you don't know what all that means, it's okay, but I just wanted to share that tip while we were in that moment. Okay, this is the grass that came on there. I like to curl this grass. If it doesn't curl, I generally won't use it in my piece. I'm just picky about this type of grass. But this has little glitter on it. And we all need like a little sparkle. Oh, that curled up good. See how pretty? That's what we're looking for. If it curls crazy or looks goofy, we don't use it. Just, it goes in the garbage, guys. We just don't, this is directional, and if it's going wrong, it'll cheapen your project. I'm feeling super teachy. I hope y'all are enjoying it. I own several pick machines. I just got better at not using them. Basically, after selling thousands of wreaths online, I learned we've got to make them fast. So we have to learn these little skills, these little nuances we need to do to not waste a lot of time doing extra steps. That's why. Nothing wrong with the pick machine. It's just another step that I don't want to do. All right, I'm going to put this right in the back so that can kind of come in the mid zone right here, not in the very back, but right behind this little section. I'm going to put that in there. Okay, and we're going to go on down. Yeah, when I'm teaching in Makers University about our how to sell on Etsy, also, the one thing I want to, always remind everybody is you've got to have some simple projects too, so you have different price points. Oh, that looks really good in there. That looks really, really good. That looks really good. So if you need the supply list for this project, just say supply list in the comments and we'll get back to you with a link, okay? Cute so far. All right, I think I still want to put some grass and little bees at the bottom. Okay, so I'm just trying to keep this tight at the center. It's still wispy, it's still my design style, but I'm not going way out past those wings. And it's just, I'm making it a little balanced. All right, here comes another set of bees. These are fun because you can make them play. Maybe I'll see if we can put one right in the middle, see how it would look. I'll play with it. All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna gently pull out those grasses to the side because I definitely wanna use those. Definitely wanna use those for sure. Oh my goodness. Because I love those little glittered one. All right, let's take these bees. Are there people in here who love actually honey? Richard Honey Bunny, aka Honey Bunny. Oh, hence the honey. He has honey every day from a local honey supplier. Do you guys? Is there anyone else who does that? All right, there's our bee, and let's have this one come out the bottom. We're just gonna mirror our placement up at the top. So I'm gonna come in here, just take your fingers, spread them apart, and get into the foam. We'll want to get into the foam. So, foam is always an option to create on. And sometimes we do cluster, sometimes we do foam. You have options. That one's in. Little guy's flying down here. He looks a little lost. Come on, buddy. There you go. Jeez, these wings are super cute. So cute. When I was younger, one time I had like a little allergic reaction to honey. It's never happened again. It was kind of scary, right? But now it doesn't happen. I'm gonna open this up. Y'all, make sure you go to textkalee.com too and get on our text list. Because if anything were ever to happen to our page here, that's how I would get in touch with you and tell you where I'm at and show you where I am. So it's a good backup plan too. Plus I do tell you when I'm live as well. So I sent out to Liz, and of course I get special birthday messages to all my birthdays. Look at those guys in there. It's so cute. Okay, now we are needing some yellow berries. We're gonna put these first before we put that green grass, and we'll just repeat what we had at the top. Okay, so I got the yellow grasses, and the bees are they're flying around, they're pollinating these guys. This one I'm kind of moving to the center. I'm gonna give him a little bit of a twist so he can sit the center of the bow, like that. Pretty cute. And I think I'll try to bend it a little bit more, and I'll pop a little greenery below him so that just sits, and I can kind of camouflage his stem. So yeah, you can always use smaller pieces of greenery for camo. Any mechanics, so you don't see that, especially when I photograph this to put on Etsy. I need to make sure I've got that where I bent the stem. I need it to be hidden, right? I need it to be hidden. But we'd use it as a front door wreath for spring and summer. And there's a lot of people who just love bees. Bee collectors, and there's ladybug collectors. And there's people who are named Bee, and you've got to give them the bees. All right, I'm gonna take in. Then you got Honey Bunny. So you can give him bunnies or bees for the honey. I'm glad you love it. Good job, guys. I can't wait to see what you create with yours. You don't have to go this extravagant. They look super cute with just a bow. If you want to do a bow. Or you can hang up the bee by itself. You don't have to go crazy and do everything we're doing. Of course, I want to do it over the top and pretty. That's kind of my whole gig. Okay, so I curled all those inside. So when I put it on here, I can have them kind of cut back up. All right. You can do it the other way too if you want them to curl out. You just want to be consistent in what you're doing because lines matter in design a lot, or the eye is very confused and it doesn't look quite as professional if you can't keep the lines somewhat uniform. I like things wispy and wild too, but you can't fight the transitions. All right, let's bring that in. Okay, very cute. Very cute. Now, last step I would do is just kind of take a pan around, and I'm going to see if there's any gaping holes of styrofoam that would need some moss or maybe a little more greenery. Just take a look at it. It looks good to me. We're good. All my mechanics are covered. And there he is. What do you think? Isn't that a cutie? I think it turned out super duper cute. Y'all, if you need the supply list, just let us know in the comments. You guys have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.